Sure, GPUs are amazing, right? And consoles never compare in terms of performance. But will the PlayStation 5 Pro, the specs have been leaked, could that be something that actually takes more gamers than ever away from GPUs? For a long time, computer gamers were always afraid of consoles just taking over. Could it be a reality? I mean, look, the GPUs that are available now, prices went up really, really hard. A lot of people don't want to buy an $800 or $1,000 GPU when you can get a comparable system like a PlayStation 5 Pro, even if it comes in at like $600. That's the entire system. The other day on the regular PlayStation 5, I was playing the new Spider-Man 2, and the performance was really great. The visuals were actually like quite impressive. It looked better than a lot of PC games that I've played. So it's not something out of the ordinary to expect that the PlayStation 5 Pro, which supposedly is going to have AMD's RDNA 3 GPU, it's going to be Viola, as they're calling it. It's going to have better ray tracing performance, even though we know typically NVIDIA is better on the ray tracing side. On the AMD side, if they bump it up a little bit, like on a console, and games are optimized, that could actually make a pretty big difference. And remember, one of the biggest titles that's going to come out maybe in the next year or within the next 2 years is going to be Grand Theft Auto 6. And now let's hear a word from our sponsor, VIP-CDKdeals.com, a Windows 10 Pro CD key. Add to cart, you put in code CC20. This will also work on Windows 11. You want to go into your settings in Windows, change and adjust your CD key, click activate, and now let's go back to the video. With the recent trailer, they basically just mentioned the PlayStation version and the Xbox version. PC version was nowhere to be found, which of course leads us to believe that the PC version is going to come, a good deal after. So you throw a huge game like that on top of the already pretty big pressure that pricing is affecting on, pretty much all PC hardware. CPUs are priced pretty good. GPUs are really going to be the bulk of the hardware here. That's going to be the hardest hit. I mean, when you have GPUs like a 4060 Ti that didn't really give you that much of an advancement over a 3060 Ti, then it really doesn't make too much sense for gamers to go and spend $399 or $430 for some of these AIB models. Now, the PlayStation 5 Pro, it looks like the GPU is going to be like 2 generations newer than what we have now in the current PlayStation 5, which isn't terrible at all. It's already a pretty good system. And while I don't think you necessarily need to replace a PlayStation 5 and a PC, you can have both if your budget allows it. What about the gamers that are getting a little tired of the unoptimized PC titles? Maybe they're not going to get Grand Theft Auto 6 for much longer on PC. And then a brand new shiny PlayStation 5 Pro comes along with a heavily upgraded GPU for a price that's cheaper than some of these, mid-tier high-end GPUs like a 4070 Ti. And then you're pretty much talking that this system is going to definitely sell a lot. I mean, remember when the PlayStation 5 came out? I know it was during all of the crazy shortages, but the PlayStation 5, along with GPUs, was one of the hardest things to acquire. It was only maybe recently that stores started having more in stock. So there's a huge market for these type of consoles. You add into that much better performance, and as long as the price stays relatively sane, of course, it's probably going to be more than the standard PlayStation 5 was. You can expect it to be, maybe $100 more or $200 at most, but that's still well below what you would need for maybe a comparable PC. Now, we're going to see if there are more exclusive games and other games that people want to play on PlayStation. This could certainly cannibalize some of the gamers that are like on the fence from, PC, or should they, focus on a console. Even though you can have both, at the end of the day, you're only going to focus on one more, most likely. Either you're going to get games for console, or you're just going to be a PC gamer and just deal with the extra cost there, especially with the GPUs. So very interesting to see what's going to happen. Let me know down below what you think. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.